Bill Goudy checking in. You gotta wonder what I'm up to today. I tell you, it sounds and it looks like everything's breaking, and you know what? And it does. But I save it up till the weather turns out like it is right now. It's 37 outside. Yeah, I just turned the heat on in here. I mean, I keep it low. It's only like 47 in here right now, so I got laundry on, but it'll warm up in the 60s. Yeah, actually, I could get it hotter than that, but I don't because I prefer it to be a little bit cool. But today, my air compressor, yeah, it's leaking. And so it's kicking on, and I'm not using any air. I found that it was leaking at the valve. I ordered this online for 20 bucks. Looks like the exact replacement. Looks like the exact replacement for the one that's on there. It's a SanBorn air compressor. And I'll insert some pictures here. And got the switch, on and off switch on the pressure switch. I got this from, I'll put this side here. I don't know if you can read that or not. Yeah, Pacific Air Compressors. I'm in a rural community, and so we don't have access to a lot of parts like I would if I was in Des Moines, Iowa, or Chicago, Illinois, or St. Louis, someplace like that. I did look around, but I couldn't find anything close to what I wanted. So that's why I turned, like everybody else, turned to the internet and found that part. I can actually hear this leaking right in here. And as you can see, there's very little pressure in there, and I haven't used any at all. I got the breaker shut off, but more importantly, I got this so that it has a cord cap on it. Let's see how I can unplug that. And it's unplugged. So I got no power coming to the unit. Looks like the power comes in, goes through this switch, and then controls this 6 horsepower motor. By the air pressure coming up, tells when this switch comes on. I think it comes on at 85 or 95 and goes off at 125. So, well, let's get it switched out and see what happens. This is the pop-off valve. This one's just plugged. This is the air gauge, and then this is the intake. So, first thing I'm going to do is undo the electrical. It looks like this is the cord coming in. This is the power line coming in, and it goes to the bottom terminal, and the other wire goes to the bottom terminal. So the power coming in goes to the bottom terminal. Both of these are this is a 220, set up for 220. The power line comes in to the bottom two, the top two are the motor. This is the bleeder. It lets off the pressure so that when that starts, it's not a hard starter. So in other words, after it completes a cycle, you hear and that's letting the pressure off the head so that when that starts up again, it doesn't have to start up against that head pressure. I bought this compressor new in 1995. This is the first thing I've had to do to it other than change the oil. But this is the old valve, and it had the Romex connectors on it. This new valve has rubber grommets. I suppose they're cheaper. I went ahead and used, I guess I could have pried those rubber grommets out and used those Romex connectors. I don't know. We'll see. This thing does generate a lot of vibration. But I got it all hooked up. That pop-off valve pops off at 155. It keeps it from the tank from blowing up, hopefully. And let's plug this in, see if it works. Or if we let the smoke out of it. I hate to see that happen. Let's see, is this off or on? It's off right there. You got no air pressure in it at all. Sounds good. I don't hear any leaks. It looks like it's set for like 126. It's supposed to be set for 125. The factory settings, it shows right here, the original, it came on at 90 and off at 120. And I think that this valve said it was 85 to 125. You got to adjust this if you want to change it. If it holds, it looks like it's holding. We'll see. I'll let it sit here for a little bit and we'll see. You see that right there? Leaking a little bit right out of that. I'll have to tighten that up. I checked this up here, no leaks. I checked my whole connections down here, no leaks. Only place it's leaking is a little bit right around that fitting right there. We're holding solid at 125. Although it ran up to 126 by the time it bled off and everything, it's 125. But it is leaking just a tad bit. You know, I don't know if can you see that? I'm out of juice. There we go. Yep, just a little bit. Nothing I can't fix. Another good project. On to another one.